Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the Incursion League as a hardcore solo self-found Arc Trapper, and today we're gonna run the temple again. Temple of Atzoatl. This time for entering Act 8. We have an interesting layout today. From the entrance we'll go to the right hand side, go to the engineering department, Hall of Offerings, and the hatchery over here. Then we backtrack to the entrance, then take a left swing, drop by the treasury, splinter research lab and the undetected forge. And then we can go back to the storage room, jeweler's workshop, Hall of War. Yes, that's a thing. The Hall of War. And after that, boss fight o'clock. So it's a bit more backtracking than I would have preferred. But I don't make the rules. I just follow them. So let's do this. So I've tweaked my local copy of my loot filter a little bit to not show as many items that won't be required, since we're kind of drowning in currency and in items as well. Just double check, it's level 56 here. I'm 62, so I've got a bit of an edge. But I figure, if I'm not showing all the items all the time, things like bows and quivers, I don't use those, so just added a small section in. It's gonna reduce the item spam a little bit, since we are getting just a lot of items. So stuff we can sell for currency, like this one with a chromatic link, those I will pick up. But not just random rares, those will be appearing a lot less now. Ooh, goodbye. So got some frenzy charges going. Got a bunch of extra traps here. Doing a decent amount of damage. Okay. Slowpokes, those are okay. There's an architect in this room. What is your purpose? Your purpose is to give me loot. I appreciate that. So in terms of item drops, no things like big two-handed weapons. Don't want to see those, since I don't care. I'll just be showing wands, I'll be showing daggers and scepters. Well, actually all maces, since it's a little more tricky for the filtering otherwise. Double check. Yeah, we stick to the right hand side here. Lots of enemies throwing things at me. Turns out in the end it appears to be alright. Something is up ahead. Oh wait, we have a sacrifice altar, of course. So you, as the architect of ceremonies, don't have the decency of dropping a unique for me to sacrifice. Okay, lots of enemies here. Let's backtrack a little bit, but just a little bit more smartly. Also recast my golem. There we go. Oh, look at that. We found the Deep One's hide. Yep, it's a shield. Curse enemies with level 5 vulnerability on block. It's a hybrid, it's a duelist shield. Low level 1. What was the tier of this one? Hall of Offerings. So it's gonna give me a random item back that could be from any league. So sacrificing the one I just found is perfect for that. I got myself, ooh, is that a singularity? No, that's a supreme truth. That's a different kind of scepter. Increased elemental damage, +1 to socket gems. Bonus to physical damage, attack speed, a whole 3% experience gain. I guess it is 3% more than I'm currently gaining. 60% increased intelligence requirement and 20% increased elemental damage. So, color me disappointed. This one doesn't really do much for me. I think the added damage from the wand is probably going to be better along with all the mods here. So, nice try, but unfortunately, it just wasn't good enough. Harlequin mask, that looks better. Decent crafting price. Oh yeah, last episode found this item and equipped it. It's a bit of a small side grade, got a little bit more evasion, got some energy shield out of it, lost a little bit of life, but I gained more energy, so on the whole my health pool did increase. It's better resist here, a bit of intelligence on here, so in terms of stats it's just a small upgrade. And now we are gonna continue on to the hatchery. Yeah, this one is a bit large. Oh wait. There we go. If I were the architect, where would I hide? There you are. Good opportunity to empty some pockets. Put stuff in the bag. And then we can continue. Excellent. So this room we killed the architect, so now we can simply head back out. It's gonna be a little bit more of an efficient run, so just gonna go for the architects in each room, and after that just gonna bail. If there's no other monsters along the way, we'll take them out. But it's not like I'm gonna do full clears of all the rooms, since there's no real point in it. I'm already massively overleveled. And loot you can get in all different places. So just gonna do the highlights. Okay, so we're back in the start, then we'll take the left-hand exit. Oh. It is still nice to see all that lightning just spidering out over a large group of enemies, murderizing them in the process. And look at that, next room. And look at all the shiny gold. And there's the stone coffin. There's a lower tier room, so probably not gonna get too many of these. Of course, all the currency we do pick up is profit, pure profits. Actually, it's not that bad. Ooh, Blessed Orb, some fuses, some oaks. That's tier 2. You got decent stuff from that. Hello. And as long as I don't have to tank those big guys, it's all fine. Architect of the Vault, and look at that, a level up. Getting some shards here. And another skill point. So we were working on our way toward Revenge of the Hunted. So a bit more evasion, a little bit more life. Still sticking around that 62% chance to evade stuff. And, well... we'll see. There's space for a couple more small items. Let's see if there's another stone coffer in the back here. There does not appear to be one. Let's call this a relatively full clear. And we head over to the left for the Splinter Research Lab. I think last time I was here, two of the edges had a clasped hand like this. Yay, and also look at that. The color highlighting on the splinters is correct as well now. I'm very happy to see that. Oh, hello. Architect of the Bridge. Here. I don't think I want to be here. That, like that. Yeah, exactly. Got a little too intense there. Another glass plant. More splinters. And then I think that was it. Yeah, so we stick to the left, no, actually to the top right, and we go to the unattacked forge. Look at where we are. Top right. So the forge, too bad, it's only a level 2, so it's gonna get the unattacked some bonuses, but it's not really benefiting me, except for giving me an architect to kill. Hello, who is the architect? You are.
Orb of alchemy.
Lovely. Okay, architect like that. This room does not have any treasure chests or things like that. So let's pick up the loot and leave. There's no point in going to the chasm. So we go back down and then we go to the right. And there's that. Oh, look at that. Large group of enemies. Something dropped. There we are. Just a tiny bit of currency. Ancient cache. Oh, that is the next room over.
An orb of immense power.
Or currency. Or was this just a warehouse of sorts? Yeah, it's a storage room. So we get all different kinds of chests in here. Receptacle. Let's not pick up the random rares. Suspect, yeah, indeed, there's gonna be another item or two, or chest or two here. Hello there. So, some essences, some other small items. Why did a blue dagger drop? Okay, never mind. Top right for the exits. So that is this one. It is kind of helpful that the enemies are a little slow to wake up here. So I can get a lot of traps out, really prime that life regeneration. Okay, and now is a good time to empty my pockets, because there's something I really do want to pick up. And there's no more space for it. And then we go back in. Okay, a glittering trove. So it's a little bit of jewelry. And there we go. Would there be more treasure boxes in here, or did I pick up everything? No, there's a little bit more. And look at that. So it appears like the enemies might just be creating fancier attacks or fancier animations than that their attacks actually seem to hurt. No, if you wait long enough, eventually the damage will catch up. Okay, so here it's going to be the Hall of War, top right. Last of the rooms. Full architect in here. So they trained an army, but why? To protect it from me. Interesting how time travel works in that regard. If I keep going back to the past, does any of this really happen? Well, I guess I go back to the past and then to future instances of it, following a altered timeline. So yeah, they would remember me. But still, I can't help but feel like the villain in this particular story arc, rather than the hero. Hello. I know you're trying to protect your home, but just here to loot things. Nothing to see. Move along. Just gonna kill the machine god at the top of the pyramids. And there we are. Let's recast my automaton. And then we go in. So, let's see all the traps, and then okay, there's some lightning. Okay. And there we go. That was, once again, relatively easy. So what do we get? Increased aura effect. 48, well, for hatred specifically. Okay. If you're playing hatreds, it's gonna be more effective. Got myself an amulet that has the suffix of Puharte. Fire resistance, quite a lot of it, and 0.4% of fire damage leached as life. Two problems, I don't deal fire damage, and even if I were into fire damage, my traps deal the damage, so it's not gonna help me, unfortunately. So this is just gonna be a novelty that I'll store, but not actually use. Ooh, Topotante. Topotante has a wand. Cold damage adds a bunch of cold damage to spells. Glaciated built-in, more damage added to spells. And a global critical strike multiplier. So this one adds a boatload of cold damage to spells. I think this might actually be worth investigating to see if this is a better item than I'm currently using. Is there anything else remaining that is also... No, it's only these two. And then of course another string of servitudes. It was a very nice and short run, very relatively efficient run. So let's see if we can spend some time looking at if this wand is going to be an upgrade or not. Just a little bit of a crafting / trying things out session. This is part of the temple items. I can actually put all the jewelry next to each other now and have things fit nicely. Okay. Double check, cast my damage taken, so that is easy to swap-a-roo around. Easiest check, 1032 damage. If we swap these, 1067, and the fire becomes cold damage. So the increase is minute. If we throw a bunch of traps out, get 23 of them, and it's 1504. Versus 1447. So it's a very small amount. At this point, it's not really a noticeable difference purely based on the additional damage. So this one, it has 2 prefixes and 2 suffixes open, meaning I can craft any pre or suffix on top of this. So the old one, it gives me crit mult, which this one also does. It's only 3% difference, so that's not that big a deal. This one has mana and mana regen, and this one does not. So there is a thing. Unfortunately, I still don't have the headstones for crafting, so I can't really do much with it. So I'm just gonna put this one in storage, and we're gonna stick with the old one. Since there's no really strong, compelling reason to upgrade from one to the other, since the damage difference is just negligible. And that leaves us with the temple fully run. So next episode we can continue with Act 8, see if we can make it to the Yugul Lunar's Temple. Depends a little bit on how things go. For now though, I'm going to thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.